Cities like New York, London, and Tokyo are some of the worst places you can invest in real estate. You can barely make 3% or 4% ROI. Returns like that don't even beat inflation. And we're not even talking about the taxes yet. So now you're probably thinking, where should I invest? And in this video, I'm going to show you how I made 120% ROI by investing in Dubai real estate. And I have used this exact system to help many of my global investors to make on average 60% ROI. And I did this without having to manage any tenants, property repair, and capital gain taxes. And in this video, I'll explain my entire process, how I qualify a property for investment, how did I calculate my ROI, and why I decided to sell and take profit. Now, I just want to say this strategy is only for off-plan properties, which means properties that are under construction. If you're someone who only invests in ready properties to rent out to tenants, this video might not be for you. But you can still gain some valuable insight about Dubai real estate if you just keep watching it. So, let me give you a quick brief about the property we invested back in 2020. It was a new project by MR Properties, one of the best developer here in Dubai. It was an exclusive collection of limited edition 4 to 6 bedroom homes located in Dubai Hills. So the location was great. It takes only 5 minutes to Dubai Hills Mall, 15 to 20 minutes to downtown Dubai and Dubai Mall, and it has very easy access to Al Khail Road. And if you want to go to the airport, it takes only 25 minutes. It has great amenities, including golf club, clubhouses, dining, and leisure facilities. Now, on paper, this is a very solid project, but we need to go a little bit deeper into what really matters. It's the numbers. Before you talk about the numbers, we need to understand the payment plan. So let's do that. Here's when the project was launched, that is in March 2020. Starting price for 4 bedroom was approximately 7 million dirham. We had to pay 10% on booking, 50% during construction, and rest 40% on handover. So now that we understand the payment plan, if you want to make the most amount of money from this project, the numbers say you should exit here. That is in June 2021. This is where ROI would be the highest, but that's not where I plan to exit. I'll tell you why in a second. I bought the property in March 2020 for 7 million dirhams. Let's assume by June 2021, the price will increase by 20%, meaning I would be able to sell this property for around 8.4 million dirham. And that will give us a profit of 1.4 million dirham. According to the payment plan, I would have just paid 30% of the full amount, which is around 2.1 million dirham. So if I sell my property in June 2021, the ROI would be 66%. So this is the point where technically you would have made the most amount of money, which is in June 2021. The number looks good. Who doesn't want 66% ROI? But here where people get it wrong. Yes, the math looks amazing, but how do I know that the price will go up in June 2021? I don't have enough facts. I don't have enough good information. And I also don't have any good reasoning that why prices would go up for this property in June 2021. Just because the project is in a right location or in a good area, this is not enough for me. I need more than that. I need facts and figures. This is exactly the kind of breakdown and analysis I do for my client. And not just this, I also go to the next level and compare multiple projects with each other so that we can find the best property suitable for you based on your investment goals and budget. So when did I actually plan my exit? When I did my analysis back in 2020, my plan was to exit in January 2022. Here's why. Because I have studied the real estate market and I understand how it works. What are the new development coming up and how it's going to affect the market? Golf Place 2 was one of the first few luxury villas in Dubai Hills. In late 2021, Dubai Hills Mall was nearing to an end. They had already announced when the mall will be opened. Also around this time, if you look at Dubai Hills, most of the communities were completed and people were already living in. For example, Sidra Villas Phase 1 and 2, Maple Townhouses, and Park Heights. So these projects helped create a strong visibility for buyers because they can literally see the real community instead of pictures and brochures. Also, I have studied Dubai real estate market and I understand its vision. At the same time, I also had some insider information. And I knew UAE government was planning to reform business license. What it means is that it's going to grant 100% foreign ownership to any businesses. And I assumed these changes will bring more investors, business owners, and more families. Also around this time, Dubai was going to make some changes to their golden visa criteria, bringing the requirement down to 2 million dirham, including off-plan and mortgage properties. So this would allow more people to enter the market in Dubai, as people didn't need to own the property outright. They could also sponsor their entire family under one visa. So putting all this together, it's fair to assume that the price might increase around this time. And that is why I decided to plan my exit during this time. Let's assume by January 2020, the price will increase by 20%. I bought the property in March 2020 for 7 million dirhams, meaning I would be able to sell this property for around 8.4 million dirhams. That will give us a profit of 1.4 million dirham. According to the payment plan, I would have just paid 40% of the full amount, which is around 2.8 million dirhams. So if I sell my property in January 2020, the ROI would be 50%. So even though my ROI is lower than at this point, I still choose to pick this exit because I have more data and more information. If the prices do increase by June 2021, I would definitely sell my property if I'm getting the return that I'm happy with. But that's not how I plan my investment. I cannot just hope and pray. I need something solid that is facts and figures. Now, this was the analysis we did back in 2020. But let me tell you what actually happened. We ended up holding the property until January 2020, and as expected, the price did rise. But instead of 20% we projected, the property appreciated by 50%. So we bought the property at 7 million dirhams and sold it for 10.5 million dirhams. That's a profit of 3.5 million dirhams. And at that point, according to the payment plan, we had only paid 40%, and that is 2.8 million dirham. And the ROI was approximately 120%, which means that's more than what we originally planned for. So this is the type of analysis you need to be thinking of when you're planning to invest in off-plan properties in Dubai real estate. It is non-negotiable. Instead of looking at the great views and great amenities, you need to be looking at the numbers. And most importantly, you must understand them. So, if you want to invest in Dubai real estate and want to have a clear plan of actions of understanding payment plan, exits, and profit strategies, then click the link down below, book a call with me today. Let's find your next investment in Dubai together. That's it for today. See you on the next one.